pretty tight spot.
Oh, you guys want to catch me up?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
We are in initiative right now. You have haste on you, I think. I'm pretty sure you and I are the only ones with haste on us, but or maybe it was me.
Any
Drench has
any
haste too.
any level spells used?
Oh yeah, Drench got it as well.
Matt, did you keep track of that automatically on the sheet? I'm assuming you did.
I only cast a couple of spells with you. I think I put Iron Skin on you and Shield of Faith. But that was it.
Okay.
You're holding my +3 longsword, flaming longsword right now because I got I failed a will save and so I dropped it.
Dropped
and,
it.
I
Oh,
walked
okay.
away. I basically dropped it and I was like, I'm leaving now. And then I have a stubborn trait, so I got to re-roll it. So the next turn, I was like, wait a minute, this is dumb. But so I turned around, but I was in like a hurry, so I didn't pick it up. And then you picked it up for me. So you're holding it right now.
Okay.
And then yeah, we're fighting these. Okay, so I'm gonna move my token just a little bit so you can kind of see the token there next to me. Those little things. That's what did the little mind control thing. They have
All I
everyone's.
see right now is black. Black.
Oh,
Oh.
you might not have
Let me go
lighting
give you vision.
for you. But yeah, those are like little
You see stuff now?
little divs, I think.
No, I don't. Now I do.
Sweet.
Now I do.
Oh, you do?
I zoomed out. I zoomed out all the way to make it to where I could see the whole thing, and now I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Gus is like right in front of the main div that
Is Gus still invisible?
Yeah.
Okay.
no, I think he's not anymore
Did he
because no, well, he tried doing.
Oh wait, no, it was never mind. It was suggestion I used, and then suggestion I think is a target.
Yeah.
Right, so broke the invisibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Is this the
we're still trying to rescue Dahab.
Okay.
So Dahab is like in the room that Gus is standing in with the big bad div, and everyone else is like trying to catch up. Basically, things kind of broke down a little bit.
Alright.
And then Kudu right now is still under a suggestion to like leave.
I'm
So
leaving.
Kudu's like walking away. And she'll come back probably when she gets out to the outside of it, completes like suggestion. Maybe she'll start coming back. But yeah, it's kind of rough.
It's a little shaky right now. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
I'm
What
worried
is-
about Gus
What is the dev? He's
at the moment.
tiefling, or the
It's a div. Like a div's
div.
just a.
It's a
they just-
fiendish kind of outsider.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
a devil or a demon.
they're like neutral evil, I think.
They're kind of similar to they have a similarity to daemons as opposed to demons, but in the fact that they do have that neutral evil element, they're a little bit more exotic, though, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is an evil outsider, though.
These guys can connive and scheme and all that shit.
And this is
they
actually
have
still the same night as
desires.
was last session you were at
Yeah, I
Gaming Con.
figured.
So
Okay, so we'll start so we can finish up this. So the man reveals himself in his true form. This blue-skinned fiend. And yep, he's confronting Gus. He's gonna step forward. And they're gonna take an attack on you.
Okay. Let's see, how much do I have on my... Okay, I could do this. We'll see if I need to use any of my danger sense then.
Okay, let's see. We've got a... I'm pretty sure this is going to hit you. We're looking at a 34 at the moment.
Yeah, there's no way I could block that. But I still have distortion up, so there is still a there's still a mischance. 35%.
Okay. 67, that's going to beat.
Darn.
And you're going to take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
They take a slash at you with a scimitar.
Ugh.
And he says, this form of destruction is so crass, but breaking your body is just as good as breaking a relation. That's their turn.
Okay.
This one is going to come over here. It's going to enter your space. Do you have any available weapon for an attack of opportunity?
He is not unsheathed a weapon, so no attack of opportunities.
It flies over to you, and it's just going to try and bite you.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit you?
Let me check. No. I'm good.
Okay, it misses. And it also comes out of its own invisibility, just like this other one has, because you can see invisible. All right, your turn.
My turn. Okay. Um. Gus is going to 5-foot adjust, and since these smaller divs can't hit my square, because they have to actually be on me, I am
Yep.
going to now cast greater invisibility.
Okay.
So now that way I can't. That cannot be broken. And then that's standard. That's 5 foot, and then he just makes a comment saying, well, I hope you have a good time trying to break me. You're gonna have just as much of a hard time trying to break the relationship. And just kind of leaves it at that.
Okay. Next up then is Finger.
Alright. I got haste, so I could move over like here. Where to mark off at? Okay. Using my gauntlet. I think I enhanced it to +3 last session, last session, so that it counted as like cold iron or whatever. I think I just want to take this stupid little thing out. If I cast, sorry, I'm trying to get reoriented a little bit still. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do spell combat. And I'm going to also use a swift action to use arcane accuracy.
How these creatures been fighting? Are they like physical or magical?
They have like a poison or something, or a disease maybe. Maybe I'm remembering wrong.
They've been like suggesting and charming, like from invisibility, but now that like full combat's broken out, they're just trying to like bite and swarm whoever they.
All right.
Okay.
All right. First attack on this thing. Oh, and the spell I cast is shield.
Okay. That's a hit.
It's D3 plus 5. Not very great.
Okay, that's another hit. Another 8 damage. All right. This thing goes down.
Oh, okay. I had one more attack, but I guess I don't have to use it. Nothing else is in range, so I take this thing out. Unfortunately, with 2 attacks. So yeah, I'm only able to like 5-foot step a little bit closer, and
it poofs.
yeah, because it's summoned. Okay. I think that's the second one we've taken out actually too.
All right.
All right, that's my turn.
Kudu, you spend your whole turn walking away from the tannery as per your compulsion, and after you've taken your full movement and you have left the tannery, you come to your senses.
Oh, Drench is probably like tugging at me, saying, "Stop! Stop!"
Yeah. Does he do anything?
No, he's stopping me. I guess I'm coming to my senses at the end of the turn, so.
Yeah, and Jane's like also like following and trying to keep up, telling you to no, like we gotta go back. All right, Cormac.
I'll move into the room.
Remember, you have haste.
Yeah. He might go to you. What would be the exchange? He'll move there, and as like a free move, he's just gonna drop the flaming sword and hope that you.
Oh yeah, if I want to pick it up, I can.
Yeah. And yeah, he'll move right next to Fingram and drop the sword. And he's gonna cast a spell at the big bad. I can barely see it, I think. Yeah. And he's gonna cast a moonstruck at it. Try to make it to where it can't cast spells. Did you get into that? He's gonna cast. I'm gonna cast moon. The
You're gonna
big
cast
bad.
Moonstrike? Moonstruck?
Moonstruck.
That allows
Domain.
SR, right?
Let me see. It's a domain spell.
Oh, you're gonna enrage it.
Yeah, I got hit with that on Araxi back in like.
Because this thing's a caster, right?
Darkness. It seems to have some sort of spellcasting type abilities. Yeah.
Moonstruck does allow spell resistance.
All right, so
Yeah.
give me a caster level check. Good luck.
Versus SR.
Caster level check is just straight up level, right? Unless you have any
Yeah,
bonuses.
unless you have like a spell penetration or something like that.
Of course. Whatever.
Damn.
Well, he drops the weapons. He's
Yeah,
there.
you're closer now, so
Yeah.
wasn't gonna block waste my turn really.
Yeah. That's his turn.
Yep, you cast your spell, and for the moment, there's like this moonlit radiance around the creature, but their own fiendish skin burns with visible like heat trails of magic, and it wards off the yeah, this one's like confused now. Gus was here a moment ago and now he's not, but there's a Fingrim. So it's gonna come and charge you, Fingrim. It's gonna enter your square and provoke.
Yep. So let's see. I think my arcane accuracy needs to be off for this one because it only lasted for that round. So let me make sure that's off. Six damage.
That's one of the
Alright.
spells that I have set against casters. It's like, oh, if this guy's a wizard, I'm just gonna
if you
cast
can,
that shit.
yeah, basically make so they can't concentrate, then yeah, they stop
Yeah.
caster.
Yep.
Okay, and then it's gonna attack you.
Okay.
We got a 26. Does that hit
That
you?
misses. Nope, AC's 27.
It comes in real good, but yeah, you're not messing around right now. You avoid it. All right, on this thing's turn, they're gonna cast they're gonna use a spell-like ability.
All right, she's still out of my line of sight, so I can't do a spellcraft. But Gus and Cormac can see her.
A 30. Okay. And okay, just Cormac. Then what you're saying is they are summoning something.
Yay.
Uh-oh. This is, yeah. So it's going to take them 1 round to do this.
Alright.
So it means they have a chance to interrupt it. It's probably summoning. I mean, it summoned these things, so maybe it's summoning more of them. Probably has other summoning abilities though. It has like something that can summon a nastier monster.
And they say, you will revel in ruin with me. This plague is one of my favorites. And you know that they're casting Insect Plague.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going to come after, let's see. It's going to charge Corn. It'll provoke an attack if you have a weapon.
I don't have a weapon. I dropped the flaming sword.
Alright, here we go. Does a 23 hit you?
Not even close.
Yeah, it's just like, bop, armor and magic.
I feel like you had another weapon in your other hand, actually.
I might
Gus.
have had the mace.
Yeah, I think you had the mace out.
All good.
Looks like it's my turn. Excellent. Well, let me see.
No, it's probably I probably had a shield in my other hand. 'Cause I have my shield active, so
Maybe.
Let me see if he can do this again without major penalty here. Oh, good. I don't have to. This is not going to be a limitation. So, Gus is going to go ahead and try suggestion again. And the way he's I guess what he's gonna go ahead and ask is let's see here.
Cease hostile activities and you may live.
That will be his suggestion.
So are you telling it to not attack?
Yeah, I'm telling him to cease. And specifically hostile activities.
Okay. Give me your caster level check for spell resistance.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, give me one moment. Apparently, I almost turned off the PlayStation in the off of my comments. All right, let's see. Caster level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is this count as this is counting? This is just gonna be straight up. Okay. Why do we always roll low on every single caster level check?
I swear, like
In
whenever
every
SR
campaign
shows
too.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever
SR
SR shows up, it's just like when casters start rolling low.
Well, SR is actually a very BS system anyway, so it doesn't work the way that they intended it to.
Well, it's definitely protecting this thing from spells. You deliver your suggestion, and while there isn't really a visible effect for your spell, you do see this creature's fiendish resistance flares up, and you sense, you can almost even smell the fizzling of magic, like a latent heat.
Okay. In that case, I am going to then move over to here, and
Okay.
then that will be turn.
Finger.
Okay, I need to do something about the summoning, but I can't actually see. I can't actually see her. I just have been told that she's summoning. So I think I'm just going to start moving, which will provoke from the one that the square I'm in. So you can take that attack opportunity.
Yeah, from the little head. See if it hits. Oh, it rolled an 18. Does a 26 hit you?
Nope. AC is
It tried.
27 exactly. All right. And can I do a knowledge check to see what this thing's resistances are in terms of like elemental
Sure.
resistances?
Give me a knowledge.
Okay. Knowledge planes is a plus 23 for me, so it's pretty good. And I rolled a 1.
Ah.
Maybe that's good enough still to know what it's resistant to, but I don't know. Probably not.
Did this thing did this thing move? Because I don't have any longer. I don't have sight of it anymore. Like into that
No.
room.
No, it didn't move.
Maybe
I
you're
don't have
desynced.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if your sight it was based off of my sight for whatever reason.
Maybe you're light.
It might have been.
Yeah,
But I have a
because
light right here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just refreshing, seeing if it
Here.
fixes it.
Try that.
Let's see.
Anyway, so you actually do know some things. You do know that to get past its DR, you need good or cold iron. It's immune to disease, fire, and poison, and it resists acid and electricity.
Okay, but it's not immune to, and it actually can take cold damage, surprisingly, right?
Yeah, I think that's what you guys were saying last week.
Yeah, we're like, we need Kudu here. Unfortunately, I already used Frigid Touch. I think even though it resists this, I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp and try to deliver it as a. I could just do it as a regular touch attack, maybe. No, I'm gonna do a regular punch because I might. Oh, and actually, it's plus 17 because my enhancement bonus isn't being factored in there. So my attack rotator really was on the wrong number. But yeah, I'm gonna try to punch her with Shocking Grasp.
Okay. A 32.
Uh-huh.
That hits.
Alright, I gotta roll versus SR for the spell. But I do have spell penetration. So
Everybody's failing.
That's alright. I get to do physical damage still, and it's a +3 gauntlet, so it'll count as cold iron. And even though the damage won't be very high, it is still a concentration check, so. Hey, and I rolled max on my damage. How about
You
that?
did. Congratulations.
So I think the concentration's like spell
Let's
level
see.
plus damage plus like 15 or 10 or something. I don't remember the base on that.
It's 10 plus damage plus spell level.
Spell level. Yeah. So, I mean, it's probably something that she'll most likely make because I didn't. It's not like he'll dealt like 50 damage. Or
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
But it's something she could fail it.
Well, he has high.
High concentration.
He has high concentration.
Yeah.
Your standard Paraka.
She's back.
Oh, hello.
I pulled her back up here.
Okay, cool. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, he maintains concentration. Kudu, you're back in your right sense of mind.
Okay. I say to Drench, I don't know what's going on there. This whole time I really haven't had lighting. So I literally
Yeah,
don't
you
know
got
what's going on
separated
there.
from the light sources.
Yeah, but I'm also outside. Anyways, so Drench is gonna be my eyes because he's hasted, and Kudu doesn't really know what's going on right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cast a spell to let's do a cure. I'm gonna have Drench deliver this. But I can't see. So Drench is going to take the easiest, quickest route to somebody, and whoever looks slightly hurt, he'll deliver the cure. And then, since I'm outside, right, I can see that other door that exists, right?
Yeah, there's a door right here.
I can't see again. The map is black, so I have no idea. I'm just trying to play off of what I remember.
Okay. But yeah, you can find your way to the door. I can actually move you there.
Well, is it more appealing for Kudu to go to that door and go in? I guess I don't know. Is it like easier to get to? Is it already open?
Actually, yeah, it's still open.
Okay, then I'll go to that other door.
Alright, so I'd say with like a full move, you'd get back in the door and into this room where there's some light.
Okay, and then Drench has haste, so he'll go quickly, and I can't really see, so I don't know who he's going to end up at, but he's going to deliver a cure to whoever looks hurt. And if nobody looks hurt, he can hold it, right? Like, as long as I don't cast again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he'll keep going over here. He's looking for Cormac and Fingrim. And then on Jane's turn, she's also going to follow you back over here.
Okay.
Saying that, all right, good, like, we got to go back to the others. Cormac.
Jane can see in the dark.
She can.
All right, for my turn, he's gonna 5 foot back, and he's gonna. They can't. Can that little thing reach me back
No,
here?
it's tiny.
It has to move
Oh,
in your
okay.
square to attack you. So
Okay, he's gonna cast a bone shatter on the thing. He's gonna cast bone shatter.
Ooh.
Okay, give me a cast level check. The dreaded spell resistance.
Oh, God.
if you make that though, that does a ton of damage. You'll probably break your concentration.
All right, that succeeds. What's the save?
Pretty sure it's fortitude, but let me check. Yeah, fortitude for partial.
Uh, 21. Does that save?
Let me check. Think that meets, but
Yeah, it's
let
got
me
to be
double
close.
check. Yeah, I think that does. I think it does meet because my level sit spells are 22. So yeah.
But still fatigues her, right? Yeah, or him, I guess.
Yeah, it fatigues them. I have
And he
the
takes
spell
half
right here.
damage. So
Yeah.
Oh, roll your damage.
So it's fatigue for rounds per level.
so
It's
fatigue.
pretty good
for
damage.
12 rounds and
So it's 21 points of damage.
Yeah. Let me double check, make sure it's fatigue for. Oh no, it's
Alright.
fatigue for
That's a pretty high
For-
DC there. That's over
it's
30.
fatigue for the minutes per level. It's
Oh,
just rather than exhausted. Yeah.
All right, they lose the spell. You hit it hard
yay!
enough.
Woohoo!
We did it! We
You
don't have to
guys
deal with
did
a
it.
bunch of. We
I'll
don't
be
have to
there
deal with a
soon.
bunch of insects swarming us.
Good job, guys. Good job, team.
Yeah. My next fee is probably gonna be spell pen.
Yee.
I did quick and spell this time. And I'll
Did you
probably
prepare a
do.
quicken spell?
Yeah. I prepared quick shield of faith.
Oh, okay. That's not too
Yeah,
bad.
to make it to where I could do Iron Skin and Shield of Faith in one round
Yeah,
instead of doing
definitely.
This
two.
one's gonna charge you, Fingrim.
Alright, I'll take the attack opportunity. Hey, chance for critical. Think I got
Roll
it.
confirm.
I did that so it doesn't take me so long to get defensive. I could just do
Yeah.
it in one round instead of having to do 2 rounds.
All right, this one poofs. It's gone. You slash at it. It hits the
I
floor
punch
with
it.
a poof. All right, they've lost their spell. He brings his scimitar up at you,
Oh no!
but he does so delayed. They take a while to plan out their strike, but then they do. So
Alright.
29 hit you.
29 hits.
Okay.
do have temporary hit points right now, though.
You take 12 points of damage and another 2 points on top of that.
Okay.
Precision.
Chipped into my temporary hit points that I got
It's
from
their
Benji
turn.
earlier.
This one's going to move in and attack Cormac. Uh, 20 misses you, I'm sure. Okay, Gus.
Gus is going to let's see, he can't he'll move down to let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll move to here. Then he is going to do a summon.
Okay.
And he's going to go ahead and call upon what are they called? He's going to call upon 1d3 Zill.
Zills. Ooh.
Zills. So, 3 of them. They're all they're going to all be behind flanking with they're all going to be behind the boss flanking with Fingram.
I think only one gets to flank with me.
Well, one's going to flank, get the flanking bonus, but the rest are going to be kind of surrounding him. You know what? Can't. Actually,
Alright.
they'll be spawned there, and then one's going to move over here, and then one's going to move down here, and then that way they can flank with each other. And then they kind of just go in and just full round with 1, 2. They're going to full round with 4 claws and a bite.
Okay, let me pull up their character sheet.
Yep. Don't forget that she does get will saves versus them.
Yeah, because they're, whatchamacallit, shadowy creatures.
Yep. So each
Let's go ahead
will
and roll
have
this right now.
that.
It's actually
Okay,
really
what's the
good
DC?
DC will be 22.
22, okay.
They will be in the combat for 12 rounds. And I'm going to go ahead and spend my point.
Okay, so let's see. Looks like she believes. She disbelieves. Actually, no. Okay. She disbelieves all of them.
Disbelieves all of them?
Yep.
How
She made
freaking high
her.
is the will save?
It's not that it's her will save is particularly high. It's she knows that you use an illusion spell, or whatchamacallit? Yeah, an illusion
The
spell.
illusion spell,
So she has a bonus.
effect. Yeah, she had
Yeah.
a spellcraft check.
It wasn't even a
Interesting.
spellcraft. It was her. She has a constant detect magic,
Oh,
so she knows that you're casting a spell.
And then auto identifies immediately.
Well, that part is the whatchamacallit, the spellcraft check.
she has like
Okay.
arcane sight or something like that.
Well, then in that case, they can't really do anything, can they?
No, they can still attack.
They can still
They
attack.
just do 50% damage.
Oh, true. Okay. Then yeah, so they're gonna full round each of them, and that
And they
will
still
include
provide flanks too. So
they'll provide flank, and they also still, I think they still will get their grapple with their grab, and chance of paralysis, if not immune.
Okay.
I apologize that you have to roll 15 attack rolls.
That's one hit. Actually, is that? Yeah, that's one hit from that one.
What are these
It does
creatures?
no damage for DR.
What was that?
That's one hit. Claws. No damage. A possible critical and 2 hits. No, 3 hits. And none of them are confirmed. No confirm. Then let's see. That's the grab. Let's see. Plus 16 grapple. Versus. Oh no, that doesn't even grab. Okay, they take all of their attacks and their whatchamacallit, their claw damage is like they don't have enough damage to hurt it.
No, especially with the half off,
And
offhand or whatever.
none of their grabs are successful. They can't beat
Oh,
the
no.
CMD. Not with these low.
And then paralysis check.
They didn't do any damage.
They have to do damage in order to get the paralysis, even though even if they hit.
Is it like a poison effect or something? Probably. A lot of those effects are like that.
It's just paralysis upon the
A bite.
upon the bite. There's no special rule on it. And if the paralysis hits, it's 1d4 hours and it's a DC 16. Which that's a long paralysis.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't say if it has to do damage, but I feel like it's something like about their, like maybe like the saliva or something or
Right.
whatever. Like if they penetrate and like do damage, I think that's like when it should act.
Most abilities I feel like work like that, but yeah, there's no text on it that says anything about it, so I don't know. It's weird.
What effect is it?
It's the
It's just
paralysis,
a paralysis
on
off
Azil's
of a
bite.
Um,
So it's basically doing a set. It'll do the damage plus paralysis, as described.
Yeah.
I think paralysis is going to probably work like poison and disease. It has to wound to affect.
I feel like
All
this one is because like they bite and like they either inject or like something about their saliva is paralytic.
Yeah.
That means that they won't. If that's the case, then they would be unable to do any form of damage. Yeah. So at that point, there's no reason to have them out.
The grapple.
You just might need something. Yeah, they could still grapple, and I did roll the
They're
grapple
still
checks. They just
bodies,
weren't
yeah.
high enough. They're also providing flank.
Yeah, but I could probably bring in different ones to work with, but I don't think I can dispel Shadow Beast.
You can as a standard action, but it's probably not good use of your action economy.
Yeah, because I think since it works like Shadow Conjuration, it'll work off of those rules.
We'll check Shadow Conjuration on that part.
Okay. Did you take a move action?
Yeah, he was over in this corner over here.
Yeah, I moved.
So I got
Okay,
Gus had to come
Finger.
over here. Okay. Well, I have a flank, so that does open up one option for me. I am going to spell combat, and I'm going to use a arcane pool point to give myself swift action, arcane accuracy. And I'm going to cast a level 2 spell called Sense Vitals.
Okay.
So this gives it every creatures within 30 feet. Their vital weak points glow with a warm glow, and I get 46 sneak attack dice damage. And then I'm going to full round the spell combat part. $34.
That'll hit.
$27.
Okay.
Probably a little less likely. Oh, I don't have the flank bonus. It's a 29. Sorry, I'm dumb.
Okay. 29 hits.
Okay. All right, and then I'll actually put in the right number this time. This is a plus 18 for the third attack. 29 again.
Okay. Roll your damage.
20 more damage.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Let's see. Do I want to create a spot for Cormac to get up here if he wants? I will. I'll 5-foot step in case Cormac wants to attack. And then that'll be my turn.
All right, Kudu.
Oh my god. No way. Okay. Drench goes to deliver. Is that possible? Is there something to deliver? Is it worth delivering?
He's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20,
And
25,
then I'm probably gonna have to
30.
double move.
5, 40, 45. Yeah, he can get close enough to deliver to Cormac.
Okay. And then I'm gonna double move.
Okay. Jane's gonna double move with you.
Oh, I should.
Wait, what did Drench deliver?
He can
A
deliver
heal.
a heal to Cormac.
Oh, okay. I think Cormac's pretty close to full, but I think
Yeah.
all of us. I don't think any of us has really taken that much damage yet.
He's gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
And that burns me, so I'm gonna take that.
Get your-
burn. Let me do that.
Buffer going.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Buffer. Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Cormac?
and Drench blurbs and says Kudu's coming back, but I don't know if you guys don't
How
understand.
much did he hit me for?
31.
31.
Yeah, you're probably back at full health.
Yep, back at Matt's. All right, my turn. He's gonna move up a little bit. Just keep his distance for right now, and he's going to cast 2 spells. One is Cold Ice Strike, so this thing's gonna need me to do a reflex save. I can cast both, or roll both spell pens too.
Yep, roll me that cast level check for spell penetration.
Alright, so Cold Ice Strike will be this
A line
one.
effect.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean it's gonna hit the Zill? That's kind of funny.
Cold Ice Strike is it a line effect?
Yeah, it's a line.
It's a 30-foot line effect.
Oh,
Yeah.
foot line.
It's fine. It's a summon Zill. It's
Well,
not
I can
even
make
on-
it to where it's at the. I can make it to where it's at the end of the line. I can move back. But
If it means anything, it's
It's not
the
a real
Zill are
Zill.
worthless at this point.
Also,
alright, so yeah,
well, they were
Okay.
providing me a flank, which is pretty useful. But
he'll cast that. So here goes the roll.
Dang.
God. The cold ice strike does not affect the creature.
All right,
You got another
but
spell.
here's another. The other spell is Rigor Mortis, and here's the caster level check for that.
It actually doesn't even affect the Zill.
Oh, they're
The
immune to
Zill
cold.
spell resistance. No,
Oh,
it has spell resistance.
that's messed up.
Which is this one?
Rigor
This
Mortis.
one's Rigor Mortis.
What does it do?
It does damage per level, 1d6 per level, and it like slows them down. It basically makes their movement like extremely slow.
Okay. 23 is enough to overcome spell resistance. What's the save?
It's Fortitude again. Let me. I'll give you the spell info. I just had to look up Cold Ice Strike.
Yeah, Cold Ice
Rigor
Strike's a really
Mortis.
good spell. I don't think I've ever even seen that spell, but
Yeah, it's a so Cold Ice Strike
yeah, it's
is a
built in
swift
as a
spell.
swift action, which is pretty good.
Yeah. So if I did that and like Bone Shatter, I could get some heavy damage into something. So this one is the joints of the creature affected by the spell stiffen and swell, making movement painful and slow. Takes 1d6 of non-lethal damage per caster level. Additionally, it takes a -4 to its dex and decrease to
so
its
it looks like
movement
it fails.
speed.
Roll your damage.
All right.
Yeah, Cold Ice Strike's like a lightning bolt, but swift action innately. It's pretty good.
So that's 44 non-lethal, and it's dex and movements. So its dex drops by 4, and its movement speed drops by 10.
Okay. It's getting really stiff. But they're gonna fall around finger him.
No.
Uh-oh.
It's alright, I got decent-ish AC.
Don't worry, I
Probably.
got more heals. I want a buffer still.
Yeah.
Looks like they're in a lot of pain.
Maybe they use Dex for attack rolls. In which case it is a -2.
Well, it also drops its AC a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other option I was thinking of another feat was taking spell focus necromancy
Yeah.
because it uses a lot of necro spells.
Okay,
Although
so
Rigor
the first one
Mortis
we
is
got
transmutation.
is the first
Something like
attack is a 30.
Yep.
37.
Well, that definitely hits. I didn't know that she could get numbers, or he could get numbers, or whatever that high. So glad I didn't fight defensively. Then it wouldn't have mattered. Maybe these are iterative attacks, so the later ones will be lower.
The next attack is 33.
That hits.
The third attack is 25.
That misses.
The fourth attack, which is the first offhand hit, is a 31.
Yep, that hits.
And the last attack, I'm pretty sure, is a miss with, let's see, it's in the 20s. 6 plus 16 is 22.
That misses.
Yeah, that misses. All right, those are all their attacks.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Got rid of all my 10 hit points. And then
Attack, Cormac.
Cormac gets attack.
It
doesn't,
misses.
actually. He's been casting spells. He doesn't have a weapon out yet.
Gus.
Gus is gonna have the Zills just full round again.
Okay.
We'll see if this works. If not, well, then we'll go into plan B.
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually 4 hits. And there's one crit. This might actually do damage. Let's see. Oh, the claws crit. It did some damage.
One point.
Yeah, basically one.
Yeah, but that would make it to where they can do their paralysis effect.
Well, it was on a
at
claw.
least.
Yeah,
Aw,
the
Not the
bite. The
only the bite
instead
has
it's
paralysis.
probably gonna get its grab though.
Oh yeah, well, I've actually got quite a few grab rolls to roll because there were a few successful, and the last one did not hit with anything. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 grab rolls. Oh, one was a natural 20.
It did it.
So it's being grappled by the first one. All right, it did it. It got it. What else do you do on your turn?
Well, being that he is now grappled, I didn't anticipate him actually succeeding on the grapple. Give me a minute here.
So it's a 5% chance of success.
Yeah, apparently. For some reason, I closed out my sheet, and I don't know why. Just reloading the sheet really quick beforehand, and I guess what he's gonna do then is he's gonna go ahead and use. Oh, where is it? Oh, they have to see me, I think. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go ahead and use Cloud Mind on the div, and so that's gonna be a. Okay, so as a standard action, I can expend 1 point of mental focus to cloud the mind of one foe within 30 feet. That foe
Yeah.
is dazed for 1 round if the number of hit dice it possesses
It's staggered.
is less than or equal than my cultist level. If it's more, then it's
Okay.
staggered for 1 round. Will save to negate, and DC 22.
All right, we got 19. Is that safe?
19 is going to be a fail. So
Okay, they are staggered.
he will be staggered for 1 round.
Put a slow
then-
snail on.
Yep, and then he's gonna use his what is that ability called again? He's gonna use his refocusing rod to go ahead and transfer a couple of points over to he's gonna transfer a point over to necromancy.
Okay.
And
Finger.
yeah.
All right, so let's see. The Zill did not 5-foot step over for a flank, I guess. Number 2 over there, but I can 5-foot step. I can 5-foot step back into the flank if I want, which I probably should do. I think I am gonna do a spell combat though. I want to try to finish this thing off because it's, even though it's staggered and grappled, it's still pretty dangerous. So I'm gonna cast Chill Touch. 5-foot step. The flank bonus again, so I can get Sense Vitals going. I'm gonna use another swift action to activate Arcane Accuracy. And here comes my first attack then.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay, so I gotta roll. I gotta roll for SR for the chill touch. So let me do that.
All right,
I think I
succeeds.
got it. So the 3, that extra D6 there is negative energy damage from chill touch, I think, or what is it actually? Let me double check. What type of damage is chill touch? It is negative energy. Yeah.
Okay, they go unconscious.
Oh, okay. Also, they technically have to make a fortitude save to avoid strength damage, but well, if they're
'Cause
unconscious,
they have a bunch of non-lethal damage on them.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to continue my full attack in that case.
Okay.
So I'll just stop my turn there.
Okay, we do.
I'm assuming that we're killing this thing, but like, I don't actually know if we want to like question it or something.
She's flipping burritos over. I'm just gonna have her move in. Just double move over. And that'll be her turn. Just gonna follow her in. Cormac.
Alright, yeah, sorry about that. My timer went off. so I
Okay,
had
then
to
let's
do it.
take Kudu's turn. Alright, what do you want to do? So I'm gonna put you back
well,
over
what
here,
can
where
I
you
do?
were.
So, I don't see a whole lot when I get in. So, can I at least go in here?
Yep.
For a move. And that's like a doorway, right? They're standing in a doorway.
Yes, there's a door right here that Fingram is standing in.
Yeah. And nobody looks hurt in here, so I'll just blast through the cover. That thing looks bad, right? Does it? I don't know what condition it's under because Cootie couldn't see this whole time. But does it look like it's under any debilitating condition already?
A few of them actually.
Oh, okay.
For one, it's grappled. For 2, it's got limbs swollen or whatever.
rigor
Also,
mortis,
it's unconscious.
Yeah. And it's also fatigued.
Yeah, and it's fatigued. Oh, did
And
you roll?
staggered.
And staggered and unconscious. Oh, also, did
Yeah,
you
can
roll?
still roll and attack.
Did you roll the fortitude save for chill touch, just for funsies?
Yeah, just what's Kudu gonna do?
I don't know. I really want to burn myself, but I don't really have a way to do that at the moment. I mean, I do, but it would be pointless. Or not. I don't know.
You could blast the thing that's attacking Cormac.
Oh, is that what that is?
There's a little head.
Covering his face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a little doofer
I
trying
just
to
thought
like
it was
bite him.
conditioned. I wasn't looking close enough. Okay. I could do that. Yeah. Let's do that. I already moved, so I'm gonna have to go through maybe cover, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna boost. So I'm gonna burn myself twice.
Okay.
And then blast away. This is my cold blast because I don't know.
20 will touch it, and it's considered a spell, right? For spell resist.
Yeah.
Yep. That hits, and it overcomes. Go and roll damage. Alright, yeah, it's super gone. That was a really good roll.
Those 6s. Well, there goes my luck for this session. I'll see you
Yeah,
guys in the gutter the rest of the session.
That's a great.
Can this be applied to any
damage-
new character at this point?
Yeah. All right. They're unconscious.
Yeah.
Cormac goes up. He's like, what do you guys want to do? As
I
he
guess I
holds
can
his
take
mace up.
Well, these things have it grappled. So, are they going to continue to deal damage to it, or are you going to have them out still, or are they going to?
Is he dead?
Are they going to poof?
Still
No,
unconscious.
it's just unconscious.
He's still unconscious. Okay. Hmm. But he is helpless, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck it. Let's have some fun with this here. Let's see. Let me check something on an ability really quick and see how this is gonna work. Bu- 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 no, it's not gonna be worth it. Okay, I was thinking of using the implant ability on them, but that to add insult to injury, but meh. Yeah, he. I guess they're just gonna continue to just full round on him at this point, and just beat him to a bloody pulp. We got what we need.
So, do you want to continue the grapple?
They'll the one grappling will continue the grapple, and then they'll all just go and full on attack.
Okay. Okay, it takes a little bit. They're attacking it, although it doesn't. They don't do a whole lot of damage. But I'll say that
Cormac.
2 of them try to coup de grace.
Why not?
Oh, nope, it's still alive. All right.
Well,
Is there anything else you
then
do, Gus?
then Gus is going to dismiss the creatures at this point. And then just go on and say, and then actually he'll then walk inside and head over to the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's going to start working on the bindings, which he won't be able to really effectively do on this turn. But that's what he's reaching out for.
Cormac, do you want to do a coup de grace?
Yeah, I'm just doing multiple attacks. He does it. He's not really going for the one-shot kill. He's just bashing this thing's head in with his mace.
Yeah. I could have kept attacking it, but I was like, I don't know. I wasn't sure what you guys wanted to do. So I'll just dismiss the chill touch and I'll go back over and pick up the Archon sword. And yeah, Fingerhim is pretty beat up. He took like
That's right, you
He's
can't do a
all-
coup de
he's all
grace. You
cut
got a
up.
full round. Okay, well, it's just one attack.
for that round. Yeah.
By the way, can you only dismiss only one spell at a time when you're doing a dismiss?
It's one spell at a time.
He's
Okay.
He's just bashing the Saint's head in with the mace. If we're out of combat, that's basically all he's
I think
really
I'm probably going to take us out of combat since it's unconscious and it can't really fight back.
Woohoo!
Hey, if you guys are intent on killing the fiend, then that's what
Yeah.
I'll say happens.
It'll probably
Yeah.
happen once Kudu's like in shot of it, at least, because it's not immune to her.
To cold now.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll take a set of combat. Gus, you unbind and I'm assuming ungag the guy on the bed.
We found him.
And he gasps and breathes heavily and says, "You are you my saviors?"
I guess so.
Well, yes. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Let me just go ahead and drop this.
And he'll drop the great invisibility if we're out of initiative.
Okay. He says, "Thank you. Thank you. Please take me from this nightmare. Take me anywhere."
Would have someone in particular that we're going to take you.
Someone's looking to go ahead and see to your safety at this point. And so we're taking you back to where it's safe.
Cormac's gonna burn a 4th level spell to he'll finger him.
Oh, thank you.
The one that we were
4th level. You're all good.
It was the princess that actually was asking us to bring him in one piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then Gus will say,
The princess is looking for you.
Then I owe her many thanks, and I must get back to the princess post haste.
He casts cure critical wounds on Fangrim, and then he's gonna channel as well to heal everybody to max.
Okay.
Try to.
Shouldn't it have been plus 12 actually?
Wait,
Yeah.
what level?
Or level 12.
We're level 12. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, plus 12.
What's this door down here? It's probably not important, but I attempt to open the door because, like, what
It's
is it gonna be
locked.
trapped?
Oh
No, it's locked.
no!
Never mind then.
Don't open doors. Wait, I want to get closer.
I don't open the door.
Okay.
It's not that important.
Everybody heals for 20 from the channel, and then Fangrim heals for 52.
All right. All right. You have freed him. What do you guys do now?
I think we just make our way out of here. We said we weren't here to steal everything, so. Did she have any stuff on her, in particular, like on her person?
The fiend was carrying weapons, and he's also got.
Armor? Are they
Yep.
all magical? Are there any other magic items, or just the weapons and armor? I'm using detect magic.
You detect magic coming from the armor, their hand axe, the scimitar, and boots that they're wearing.
And boots. Okay, so 3 spellcraft checks is what I'm getting here. So I'll start with the 2
4.
weapons, the armor, and then the boots. Starting with the scimitar. If it's a really good scimitar, then I could be a true magus and use a scimitar. Right? Scimitar is 34. Hand axe I probably don't get. Armor 27. That's not very good. Boots also 27. Yuck, those are pretty terrible rolls.
Oh no, those are all fine for this.
Okay. They're not super high level items probably then.
Yep,
Plus
that's what
3.
they're wearing.
Okay. Do I even have boots? I don't know if I do. So, I mean, technically, it's a strict upgrade to not having boots, even if boots of Elvenkind probably aren't the most useful thing for me. Those are the ones that give you a bonus to stealth, right?
I think that's actually acrobatics.
Oh, Elvenkind's acrobatics? Let me look it up.
Well, because
Yeah,
there's 2
it's
different elven
'cause
kinds.
there's
the cloak
Elvenkind
is
cloak
stealth.
is
The
stealth.
boots
Oh,
are
okay.
Yeah.
acrobatics.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I mean, I do have ranks in that skill, but...
Do I need any of that? Let me look. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
once you have the bindings off of Dahab, he runs his hands over his like kind of really sore and bloody wrists from where they're, and he looks at the fiend dead on the ground, and he audibly regrets having fallen for such tricks.
Tell me, the this creature. How long have you been with this relationship?
He averts his gaze from you and the others and hesitates to speak.
I only ask because I'm not sure if what we are dealing with is, or what we have dealt with at least, is was someone taking the form of the so-called lover of yours. But I'm only asking because I'm only trying to find out if this is the one and the same. If they are indeed two different entities, then we need to find out if the one that you are in the relationship with truly is still alive.
He tells you that the man that this one was impersonating, he told us that he was named Fazar, and he was the cousin of Salir, who owns this tannery.
Okay. So back to the original question. How long have you known Saha?
Well, just under a week.
Hmm.
That's, that matches what we were told before, too. We talked to a couple of your
I
friends.
know not whether Salir actually has a cousin named Fazar.
Well, I apologize regarding the relationship you were in. And I think it'll be best to at least get you to safety for now. Give me one moment.
Gus goes and under the bed and grabs the leather lamellar armor that was under the bed.
You do. You pull it out.
He takes a look and he says,
This was under the bed. Just want to take a look and see if this is anything special.
he knocks at it essentially since it's lamellar, it's hard as a rock.
Yeah.
And then basically he does his ability for identifying the item to
Okay.
see if there's any magical qualities on there at all.
All right. You examine the item, and you do get the feeling that this armor has been enchanted with magic. And as you read the item, this armor is particularly fortified to protect its wielder so long as they are in combat with an opponent. Anytime the wearer damages a creature with a melee or range attack, they get a +2 competence bonus on saving throws against that creature's abilities until the start of their next.
And you said that so this is lamellar armor in particular, right? So,
Yep. It's a +1 bolstering lamellar armor.
+1 bolstering. Okay. I'm just taking a look here to see on if I meet that. Okay. Okay. So it is light armor, and it's okay. It's classified as Eastern. Interesting. Funny because lamellar is not necessarily an Eastern only.
It's the leather one,
It's
right?
leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, leather
Yes.
lamellar.
Yeah, leather lamellar, which just okay, it's done in an Eastern style. Okay, that's why. But okay, so in this particular case, is this lamellar done in the Eastern style, or is it just done as a regular old piece of armor, but fortified in the similar manner as Eastern, with its
It
plates
is.
and all
I
that stuff?
mean,
Okay,
this is more of like an Indian Eastern kind of.
okay, that makes
plate.
sense. And you know what? Gus goes and mentions.
Looks like this is enchanted indeed. Looks like it's been once enchanted for fortification, at least protection and such.
Don't want to necessarily say fortifications, since that's a different enchantment.
It looks like it bolsters one's defenses against certain creatures' abilities. Will anyone need this?
Hmm. Is it the
What,
Hobbs?
what type of armor is it?
It's a light armor.
It's light.
The hub, is it yours or is it
He shakes his head that no, that did not belong to me. I suspect that it was something the owner of this bedroom. It was the owner of this bedroom, which I believe was Salir, but he hasn't been seen for at least.
So it's only a +1, so it's not great for AC, but it's probably decent for like our range characters, maybe.
Now I have +6 armor at the moment. That would only give me +5.
What about Jane?
altogether. Maybe.
Gus does have a slight interest in it.
Yeah, Gus could take it too then.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is that if you're confident that you're not going to actually need AC, as long as you are hitting or damaging something
The
with range
AC
attacks
or
or
the
melee attacks,
save bonuses,
you
yeah.
get a save bonus.
That's why I was thinking it might be good on Jane because she could shoot her gun, it does like 1 damage. She's like, all right, save bonuses.
Yeah. Currently I'm in breastplate, so it would be a -1 on my it would be a -1 on the actual
AC
armor
number.
class, but
You
the
can move
armor check
quicker.
penalty will be reduced. The max dex is the same.
Your move speed
spell
won't be
chance.
hindered.
Yeah, move speed will not be hindered at all, from what I understand, since it is a light classification as opposed to
Yep.
medium. So that gives me. You know what? I just realized I should have been actually moving at 20 instead of actually 30. I need to make. Well, anyway. Hindsight. And then the other thing is that I don't have to worry about chance failure. So.
Jane's currently wearing a +1 chain shirt, so the armor AC bonus doesn't change for.
A +1 chain shirt.
Yeah, it's the same. It's a +5, basically. So there's no
Jade?
net gain or loss from the armor side, but it could be useful for.
Jed, what do you find yourself? Do you find yourself needing a little bit more of protection against other types of
spells mostly.
Spells, powers, and the like. It looks like this.
If it'll help the group.
Well, you have. I would say you have two choices. You can either go with the this breastplate I'm wearing here, which I can actually probably get it refitted for you, or this leather armor. Make your choice on that, and then.
Jane's a dex-based character, and I don't even know if she has medium proficiency.
Yeah, I don't know if that archetype does or not. So
The Holy
because I
Gun.
never the holy gun. Yeah, I've never since I never played a holy gun type. I don't know if they lose the medium and the heavy. I figured they're going to lose the heavy, but I don't know if mediums apply too. Let me take a look.
For that, I think it's light. Holy Guns are proficient with all simple martial firearms and light armor, so they don't have medium or heavy.
Okay. So then he'll pass it over to Jane at this point. It looks like Jane may be able to use it a little bit more. Plus,
Alright.
her saves are going to be probably lower, being that she's a lower level character. So, in the end, it will be probably more useful if no one else is going to need it.
Okay.
Gus would only just he has other defenses he can work with, so he's not concerned.
All right. So you guys gonna exit this place with Dahab in tow?
Yeah, I think
Anything
so.
else we need to examine in this place before we take off?
No,
I'll
we
be right back, my
promised the
food's ready.
guards that we weren't going to loot the place.
Very well. Well, let's at least get the hub back to safety. We'll go from
Okay.
there.
I'll say that you guys exit the tannery. You leave the guards to their own devices for now. Do you take him to the Hyena Princess?
Yeah, unless he objects.
No, he says that he's definitely going to go there. I'm asking if you guys are going to go.
Yeah, we'll go with him. I know it's super late at night, but
Okay. Yep. You guys will go there. You are received at the front gate and then allowed into the compound. And let's see what happens here. Okay, so he enters. He tells you that he knows where to go within the within her home, and he parts with you. But one of the slaves that's there attending tells you that the Hyena Princess is busy at the moment, but she has extended an invitation to you to not just thank you, but to also reward you for your success over dinner tomorrow night.
okay.
Fine with me.
And that she simply requests that you come tomorrow night
My only question
to
is,
dine.
how much traffic did we have to go through to get here?
Right now?
Well, there was
It's a
a
joke.
block on the one, and
There
then
was a bridge lift
and
over
then
here.
then we had some construction on 2,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a bridge lift
and then
right
over
over
by
here.
Main Street there was just this, there was a parade going, so we had to go and take a detour.
Yeah, if we were in modern times, we might be slightly annoyed.
It's like, do you know how much gas I just wasted,
Oh yeah.
and how much time I just wasted? How dare you?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they say. They just deliver the message to you.
And regarding the hob here, do you wish him to stay here with you, or should we get him a room here over at the inn?
He already left. He's staying here.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
he did. I
Yeah.
see. Then never mind. Then he wouldn't be asking that question then.
Yeah, Dahab thanks you again and parts ways. He knows where to go within the compound.
Perhaps we may see you tomorrow at the dinner. If not, then I wish you the best of luck.
He bows deeply and thanks you and says, once again, I cannot be thankful enough for you helping me. I was certain that my life was about to be cut short, but thankfully, by the graces of my princess, I was liberated.
Yeah, I let him know that his friends were instrumental as well, even though they kind of weren't very helpful because Gus did most of it. But they tried, so I'll tell him that his friends helped us find him as well. Particularly I don't remember his name offhand, but the guy that was at the church.
He shakes each of your hand and says that
Yeah.
he'll be sure to thank them as well, at least for
Yeah.
assisting.
Yeah, and they were worried about you, so let them know that you're okay.
I wish there was more I could do for you, but please understand that you have my deepest gratitude.
Don't worry about that. The Hyena Princess has already agreed to help us with another matter.
Gus hands him a card and says,
If ever need be, you can always call upon the most world-renowned investigator for any
Oh, he takes your
future
card.
endeavors.
"That's how he gets his business, you know." He's
Yeah.
Oh,
gotta-
thank you.
If you
gotta
ever need a
advertise.
painter, here's my card. I need cards. Dang.
He thanks both of you.
I don't have any cards. I was joking, but yeah. I should get some cards.
It's just like, gotta pay the bills somehow.
You are talented in each of your own right and skilled adventurers. I can see that. The Hyena Princess is generous to those who can prove their use to her.
I'm wondering how long it's been since I actually paid my last bill and such, or at least wondering on how long it's been since we left. Was it Casimir?
It's been maybe a little over a week because
We had to take the boat though.
we
You
had to
took
take a boat from
Casimir
Casimir. You're right.
to
I
Kadira.
forgot about that part. We did teleport down here, but yeah, to get to Kadira, we took a boat.
Mhm.
So
It took
maybe
you
it's
2
been
weeks.
yeah,
About
maybe
2
it's
weeks.
been
Okay.
Could just say you paid
And then, like, an
for
additional
like a year
week.
in advance.
yeah. So it's been 3 weeks.
Like a full lease agreement.
I would
pay in
assume he
advance.
probably does it as such. I just don't know how Matt wants to handle that in the
We'll come
Yeah.
back to it later,
know if you wanna
and
pay
in
rent.
like a Star Fox 64-esque thing, like they'll say, "Here's your bill," and you'll just be like, "What?"
Oh God. Oh man, I love that. I love that bit so much. But no, I think if opportunity would present itself to pay in advance, then he would be paying in advance. If the opportunity does not present itself to pay in
Sure.
advance, then he would be probably paying a monthly rent, and he'd probably be sending it in, via courier or something of that sort. So he's caught up and goes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so do you guys head back to the inn for now, or where do you?
Yeah, I think we head back to the inn. It's late.
Okay, yeah, the rule here for at the compound is because you guys aren't full-time retainers here. It's you don't have to go, but you can't. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, I'm gonna move you guys back to
Can't
the
just sleep
shipwreck.
in the lobby. That's bullshit.
You guys put your heads down to rest, and I'll say that you do so. Your sleep is uninterrupted. and it'll be morning. What do you guys do?
He yawns. He cleans himself up. Extra nice.
Cormac casts all of his regular like daily spells.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I should probably recover what I can there.
So
Oh, yeah,
we
he's
don't really
injured.
have
I
any
forgot about that.
plans until we talk to the princess, right? So
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
probably sleeping in because we stayed up like till like
Yeah.
midnight or something. But
Was there any party healing at any point?
sure.
there was
Yeah,
a
there
channel
was.
for
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, 20.
20?
And
Okay, then he
pretty
would
much
have
if
that.
if like we don't have anything going on, Cormac usually uses up at least like a good portion of his channels at the end of the day.
Oh, like we'll never go to bed with low HP because Kudu can
Right.
just burn you and
Uh-huh.
just you just take
And rest it
non-lethal
off,
damage. Yeah, you rest it off. Mhm.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, then I guess I'll go and
Yeah,
refresh
if
all
there's
my
anything you guys want
abilities.
to do during the day before the dinner,
Oh,
let me know now.
do I have money? I
Speak
have a
now
little
or
bit.
forever hold my peace. Got it.
Yes. We might actually end book 4 here today.
We'll see, huh?
I'm assuming once we figure out where Lowell's is, like that's probably the next book is wherever he went after this. So that would make sense.
Well, as long as the next chapter isn't another Runeforge level of BS.
I mean,
One
historically,
super dungeon.
book five is where they tend to like to put those mega dungeons, right?
Well, Rain of Winter was book 3. My God, that was hell.
Yeah, the super dungeon in book 3 is pretty. It gets pretty whatchamacallit exhausting.
Yeah.
It's a really cool
we were
concept.
done.
Is it as bad as the Legacy of Fire one, though?
No, I think actually that one's like the biggest offender so far.
Yeah.
But only Grim here has experienced it. And actually,
Yeah.
no. You and Secret.
Of course,
Pluto didn't.
Yeah.
I
Pluto
didn't.
didn't,
Yeah,
no.
I just heard about it.
Yeah, the Legacy of Fire, that's brutal.
You're
'Cause
trapped in a house.
You're literally trapped. You can't. There's no way to get out unless you go the way the campaign tells you, and that takes forever.
Fair. Okay, I think I recovered all my abilities. I hate
I don't
that
know.
I have to
Dungeon
do
crawls
these all
can be fun though,
manually.
I don't mind them.
but yeah, it depends as well.
It was fun because we did it as we skipped that book in the normal
It is
campaign,
level 15 characters.
and we were level
Yeah.
15 characters, so we did it as like an epilogue. So
Oh.
it was kind of fun,
Yeah.
man. It was just two of us. It was just me and Drew's character going through
Yeah.
it. So it was kind of fun.
I don't think that Gus would be doing anything in particular since there's not really any rewards or loot that he's gotten that he can actually utilize paying money for.
Yeah, we could sell the. We're gonna
You could
sell
sell.
the leather armor. I think the plus. Does anybody want that +3 leather? Actually, like that's pretty
No.
decent armor. Okay, so if nobody wants it, we'll sell
Okay,
it,
selling +3. Let me
and we'll
give you
sell.
your money.
Yeah, we'll sell the +1 hand axe and scimitar as well. I don't think anybody wants that.
Yeah, ideally, Gus is pretty much not going to be using much on weapons, so.
Yeah. I'll wear the boots the elven kind for now because I don't have any boots.
Yeah, there you go.
And I don't know. I mean, I have 5 ranks in acrobatics, so.
But you're not an elf.
In
Don't
fact,
elves
I
get
have.
bonuses when they wear those? Or like the
No,
set
I
or
don't-
something? No.
I don't think so. In fact,
Not
I
unless it's
actually have a racial bonus that gives me bonus to attacks for elves.
Oh.
+1 racial bonus on attack rolls against humanoid creatures of the elf subtype.
You don't like elves, huh?
No, because Finger's from like a very like deep underground part of like the dwarven kingdoms. So it's actually listed as drows have long been in conflict with elves, especially the hated drow. So that's where that's from.
Okay.
Could be worse. It could be like one of our other characters in one of my games I'm running, like has a full just horrible hatred for elves to a point where he just wants to murder. He'll just want to make attempts to murder them immediately. It's great.
It's about
Upon sight.
for the weapons.
And then yeah, 1150 each for the 2 weapons.
Yeah, half price. Okay. So we divide
And
that
was there
out
anything
by
else?
4. I can check my inventory, but I think that's it. Let me check though, make sure I don't have anything else that I could sell.
So I'm seeing 1,718 and 75 silver each.
1,718.
Or gold rather.
Yeah, well,
Oh, sorry.
1,718 gold and 75 silver each.
Gotcha.
If you divide it 4 ways.
Okay.
And Jane is now
1,718.
equipped with the
Okay.
bolstering Lamellar.
Wait, 75 silver or 7 silver, 5 copper?
No, I think it's 75 silver.
I only asked because 75 silver is
7
gonna
gold
be
and 5.
is gonna be 7 gold, 5 silver.
7.5. Yeah, 7.5 gold. It's 10 silver to a gold.
I mean, give me
I
a
think it
minute.
might be right. I think it might be 7
7.5.
silver. Well, it's 0.75, but I think with how like this
Okay,
math
yeah.
works.
So yeah, this should be 5 copper then. Technically.
Yeah, 7 silver, 5
but-
copper. Otherwise, it
Yep,
becomes
yeah.
more.
That's 7 silver, 5 copper. Yeah, that definitely
Yeah.
is. Okay, so well, I guess uh cool. Gus will probably go through the process of getting those exchanged out for gems, just to make sure
Okay.
his load is light.
For weight reasons, yeah.
You can do
I know
that.
we don't enforce the weight, but at the same time, it's just what he logically does.
The only time I would like really enforce weight is if like I know you're carrying something particularly heavy.
I have
Yeah.
a handy haversack, so
Yeah.
So do I. It's just I don't want it to burst.
yeah.
So Gus will be switching out. He'll go and buy a bunch of rubies, each valued at 100.
Okay, you can do that.
Yep. And then he'll carry the rest as spare change.
One of the merchants that you're buying from, the gem trader, crafter, sculptor, is wondering if you're gonna use those for something special.
Unsure yet. I think it'd be possible. Do you have something in mind?
They say that, oh, I just like to promote my sister. She fastens such lovely gems into rings and bands.
Give me the information. I'll go ahead and see if it's something I'll be able to utilize.
So he'll exchange just contact information or at least get an address to work off of.
Okay, yeah, they tell you the location.
Much appreciated.
And and he'll check it out, and see if there's going to be any items that that can be fashioned that will be something of use for him.
Okay. Does anybody else do anything?
I'm looking to see if there's anything I want to buy, but I don't know.
I guess we'll be informing everyone else of where he is going, if in case anyone wants to join him in getting, said, accessories.
I'm guessing Jane will follow him, but Cormac doesn't really do anything. He just he gets his gold converted to platinum. That's
Okay.
pretty much all he.
You'll do that with one of, I guess, the local bankers here. They tell you to, keep your coin hidden. There's lots of
he does.
cut purses.
He puts his coin purse like in his chest, like the full plate, like net like he puts it in like a little thing, and he like just puts it in like his chest for the full plate.
Drench wants to play in the water, so he's gonna talk
Alright.
you into going to one
Yeah,
of the
there's
water
lots of water.
areas, and he goes burbling around looking at stuff. Maybe picks up shiny things
Over
from
by the harbor.
Yeah, he goes into the water and swims around. Yeah.
Alright. While you're watching them, there's sailors and such loading equipment onto the crates and stuff on the nearest ship.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm taking my dog out for a walk.
But he came from your mind.
I know.
Alright. Then in that case, Gus, you visit the jeweler. The sister's name is Ananta.
Interesting. Is that the sister happen to be a bit serpentine in appearance?
She is slender.
Okay. Only referencing another character. Don't mind me.
Oh, I know.
All right. So Gus goes and mentions.
Oh, greetings. I was referred here by.
It was the brother, right?
Yeah.
I was referred here by your brother. I have some questions on what kind of various crafts and jewelry you make. May I take a look at some of the wares?
Sure. She gives you the look around of her jewelry store. Necklaces, bands, anklets, things for your wrists or ankles, necklaces, either gemmed already or ready for being something set in them.
Gus inquires.
Are any of the items that you happen to do business with, do you deal with anything that is considered magical, or do you do any enchantments on?
She says that she has a very small, limited selection of magical items.
Oh, let me go ahead and take a look and see what you have. Yeah.
Okay. And as she directs you towards the counter, she does like motion to there. She does have like one guard by her store, and she just like taps a finger so that she knows that they're looking.
Okay. And Gus just is going to be patient and just kind of look just work as a basic consumer.
Okay. Well, she shows you 3 pieces of jewelry. One is a golden chain fixed with a few small orange baubles that she says is a necklace of fireballs.
How many orbs?
She
Or how
says it
many uses?
has. She says that it's a fresh one, and that it still has. It has a total of 7,
7. Okay.
with 4 minor ones, 2 moderate ones, and 1 greater.
Oh, you might not have noticed. Drench wears one of those, Gus.
Maybe this one looks a little bit different, but the
A little
general
different, but
like
yeah.
like shapes are the same, like a
His is
chain and then
missing
bobble.
beads, yeah.
How much does that run?
She says that she's willing to part with it for 4,000 gold pieces. She also shows you a ring that has a large garnet set into it, and it's styled in the shape of like a ram's head. And she says that this is a ring of the ram. It has almost all of its charges left in it. It was a used piece that I bought.
He thinks about that a bit, and tries to think on how strong everyone is, in terms of knocking down, trying to force things down and such. And I don't remember if everyone is particularly strong or not. I know some people are pretty dexterous and such, but I don't remember if the party is considered strong.
I mean, your party is relatively strong. You have 2 like melee fighters.
And then, yeah, true. We're not dealing with 5th ed style. So, how much is the Ring of the Ram?
All right, so because it has 30 uses left, she says that she's offering it for 5,000 gold pieces.
And what is this last item we have here?
The last one is just like this this lanyard with 4 different colored gems on the end. One of them has a ruby, one of them has a sapphire, one of them has a topaz, and the other one has an opal. And she says that she'd like to sell the item as a whole, but that she can sell them separately. And she says that these are for elemental.
Are these the elemental gems that are to summon elementals?
Yes. And
Okay.
she says that the ruby summons a fire elemental, the sapphire is the one that summons a water elemental, the opal summons a earth elemental, and the topaz summons a lightning elemental.
Lightning elemental. Interesting. Okay.
That goes for?
The whole thing.
What's the going price for that?
For the whole thing is 9,000 gold pieces.
Gus is just analyzing.
But she will sell them separately at 22.50 each.
Yeah, I was looking for something more protective more than anything, but
he'll go ahead and just kind of generally peruse and such, and kind of get a general idea of the craftsmanship and all that stuff. I'm assuming everything here looks to be of normal quality or masterwork quality.
Yep. And she
Okay.
says that if you need just gem insetting services, that she can do that as well. And she says if you need her, just ring the bell at the front desk, and she's gonna go and help others while you browse.
Thank you very much.
And she bows.
So for now, he will not make a purchase, as I'm not sure if anyone else decided to go with Gus or not. But and then he's gonna basically when he'll leave and inform everyone else of the items that are available for sale, if in case anyone wants them. So that's the necklace of fireballs, the ring of the ram, and the necklace that has 4 elemental gems, and then mention those respective costs of what was it, 4,000. I don't remember the cost on the second one, and then 9,000 for the last. I know.
Yep. Okay. Kudu, while you and Drench are over by the docks and he's enjoying the water, you see several sailors. It looks like they're having trouble with something that they're carrying, and the crate is. At first, it looks like they're shaking it, but you realize that the crate itself is shaking.
Oh my.
Do you do anything?
I don't know. That's their problem. I do tell do tell Drench to come back. It's time to go.
Okay. He comes back to you. They drop the crate,
Uh-oh.
and it's one of those ones with air holes in it, and you find that there's this cat that jumps out of.
Oh shit.
It looks like it's actually chewed through its cage inside the crate, and it was in a metal cage, and it's a
Man.
cat with many legs.
That's weird.
And probably adorable.
Yep, it's a
Not adorable
relatively
while it's
large
mauling
cat.
all of the
It's the
sailors.
same size as Drench, so it's not tiny. It's not like a house cat, but it's it's a small beast.
Yeah.
So we're looking at about a size of maybe a lynx or a serval.
Yeah, except that this thing has 8 legs.
Oh jeez.
So it's a caterpillar.
Yeah, and it doesn't just hiss; it lets out a little miniature roar. Its fur is all up on end, its tail up, and the sailors all kind of started to form a circle, but it easily bolts right through them and starts running across the pier, and it's coming down your way. Do you do anything?
No.
Just wait and see what happens.
It's not my problem, man.
It's running at you. It's gonna become your problem.
All right.
If it
Do you
runs at
start?
me, then maybe. I don't know yet.
It's running at you. Do you pick up your speed?
Well, does it look like it might run past me, or?
Do you think it might run past you? It doesn't look like it's getting ready to pounce you like a cat does, but it's you're in its way.
Is it natural? Knowledge nature?
Sure, give me knowledge nature.
Okay.
It might be a magical beast.
Maybe.
You do not think it's natural. Do you have knowledge arcana?
No.
You don't think this is a natural animal.
Honestly, I feel like the world has worse things to worry about than an 8-legged cat running around town. Also, it's not my problem. So, yeah, as long as it doesn't jump me, I let it pass.
They try to move
Okay,
out
so
of its way.
you're moving away from it, not like super fast, but you are moving away from it.
Uh-huh.
You get away from like the pier and stuff, and you're looking to go like back onto the streets and stuff, and
Yeah.
it bounds towards you. It jumps, and rather than pounce you, you see its formidable skill in acrobatics, and it uses you to like jump up and jump onto a nearby a building's like awning.
Kudu has a
Can it-
sudden sense of appreciation of the cat's ability to maneuver. And then we carry on our merry day and wish it luck.
All right. So yeah, it bounds up and looks around, bares its fangs again as like the sailors come over to like try and feebly corral it, but it's already on the top of a building and it sprints away.
Yeah. Oh well.
And you can hear like the sailors saying like they're cursing and swearing and saying that that one was worth hundreds of gold pieces. You can't let it get away. Otherwise, it's our hides that are on the.
Now I feel better that it did get away. Maybe I whistle while I stride away.
that is a total no fucks given.
It saw another cat and was like, "Cat empathy, help me get out of here."
Help
Now.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, what is he doing? I'm not a druid. I can't do anything about cats. It's a cat. No, I can actually relate to that because like I have my cell phone cover that looks like a cat, and I showed it to my cat the other day, and he literally like double taked it and was like all interested in it. So they definitely have this like recognition of other cats.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell my allies about that. I'll tell them an 8-legged cat got loose.
And Fingrim, I mean not Fingrim, Cormac. So you've gotten your coins exchanged. You're walking back from the banker, and you're passing by one of these. It looks like a really like seedy like dive bar, and
Perfect.
there's a you hear the familiar sounds of what sounds like a bar coming from inside.
The familiar
Okay.
sounds of a bard.
A bar brawl.
Oh, okay, bar brawl. Gotcha.
He might take like a peek inside.
And as you go to
Can't
like
help
look
yourself.
inside, your vision is suddenly obscured as there's a big hunk of a furred body like tossed against. There's a knoll that gets tossed out on their ass, followed by another one, and as they get up and groan, this like old ass looking man comes out in like an apron and a frying pan and is yelling at them.
Hmm.
This is the last time I serve you, flea bitten, rotten, stinky creature. And they both look at each other and they run off. But it's not like the victorious kind of cackle. It's that really
That's
annoying
scared.
hyena. Yeah, kind of.
Yelp.
Yeah,
He'll,
the yelping.
He'll look up at the I'm guessing the owner, and he'll just like start like nodding his head and laughing.
And yeah, this old man his skin is just it's super dark, not because you don't think it's because he himself is always like this, but it looks like he's just been out in the sun for way too long.
Oh, jeez.
It's just this
Leather.
dry, yeah,
Yeah, he's got the leather
leathery,
skin.
crispy skin.
I see cancer in your future.
One of
Fine.
his eyes is
Remove disease works on
like
cancer, right?
milky,
Oh,
like you
right.
might
This
be
is a
blind in
magical
one.
world. Maybe cancer isn't a thing
Yeah.
No, I'm sure it is.
for the poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us rich people just get removed disease
Yeah.
cast on it.
But he catches your eyes with his one good eye and says,
Alright.
"Oh, sorry, don't know who the hell you are, but sorry about that."
No, he no worries. Always loved a good bar fight. I know how it is though. I don't want to mess with your bar or gosh, I was just seeing if you needed help, but it looks like you're able to handle it.
Well, I try not to bruise these old brittle bones, but those two had it coming. I've been too nice on them, damn cackling goons. Something about today, though, just felt all that anger well up, and I had to give them what.
He says, I understand that my anger gets the best of me sometimes too. Actually, most of the time. As he like laughs. And he'll like wave and start walking off in the direction of where we're supposed to meet.
Okay. Well, he says, if in case you want a drink for your little trouble here, he's offering you a free one on him. But if you're busy and all that, then he wishes you, best of luck and to watch.
He'll nod and say, thanks for the offer, but I gotta get going. This isn't uh yeah, he'll just say that. He'll just say he's gotta get going.
All right. I'll see you. You go and you bugger off wherever it is you got to.
And he walks off.
All right. And
Cormac would normally
sell the
would
stuff and
go in there, but it's like this place isn't like the best place to
oh
be
yeah,
solo
it's a
drinking.
dangerous kind of place, which is what I'm trying to illustrate with some of these little personal role plays here. That there are some people who have respectable businesses, like the jewelers that Gus visited. There's a huge not just people, but like exotic beast trafficking that goes here. That goes. And a lot of that gets sold at the flesh fairs, stuff like that. And then, of course, it's a
Some of it ends up in
town.
the circus.
Yeah, or maybe the circus too. Yeah, or like as personal exotic like guardians and stuff like that. And then, of course,
Yeah.
there's just the average like day to day like, oh, this is a city that has to deal with gnolls everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy a wand of magic missile, a caster level 5. Give myself a decent range.
Are you?
Yeah, or I'm gonna try to at least.
Ooh, a castle level 5. All right,
Yeah, should be.
that's not too bad.
Right. It just gives you 3. I mean, it won't be very good against things with SR, but gives me something I could do to like at a range if I don't want to like close in. I feel like it's one of those items that's like really nice to just to have.
You go to buy a wand of magic missiles, but a castle of 5, you're just not finding one right.
All right. Can I find one at caster level 3?
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check.
All right. It's probably not gonna work. I rolled a nat 20, so
A natural 20.
that's a pretty good roll, I guess.
You're asking, well, where could I get one that's a better one, a better, and the magic shop owner, they tell you, I know an underground cellar, and I do get a bit of a cut from people I recommend. So you might be able to find what you're looking for if you go here. And he gives you instructions on where you can find like a small black market
All right.
magic
Well,
shop.
I was born and raised underground, so that sounds perfect.
Well, he says not literally.
Right, I was trying to be discreet.
Right. So you go there?
Yeah, I'll go there. I'll cast
Okay.
heroism on myself.
You take a couple twists and turns. You talk to some people. You give them the passwords that he gives you, and eventually you come to the back of a hookah lounge, and it starts to descend down some stairs.
All right.
And you come to a lobby.
Okay.
They ask for your name. Do you give them a fake one or your actual?
I'll give him my actual name.
Okay, and they tell you that we're going to perform some divinations and check your background. Wait just a
All right.
several
You have
minutes
to
go
undergo
by,
a background check.
about 10 minutes, and then
Yeah,
they
like
let you
I'm
in.
not a cop.
Wow, a magical
Alright.
background check, and it took faster than anything that we'll
Yeah, 'cause
ever
it's magic.
imagine.
Yeah.
They just
Alright,
have to perform divination or something.
Yeah, I go in.
What
I
I'm
do,
more surprised about is that you actually passed it.
No, well, I mean, Fingram's not a cop, so I mean, that's probably what they're checking for.
He's also not a thief.
I'm not a thief either, yeah. Fingram's generally, like, mostly pretty honest.
So they let you in, and you're seeing a few people being helped by other merchants and such. But one man turns to you. He's got quite the beard. He's not like a super dark skinned man, but he's got some color in his flesh, and he says, "Ah, welcome. I am be helping you today. My name is Marcus, and this is my discount magic
Not
shop."
this guy again.
Did you just Borderlands this guy? Jesus.
This guy was in. Isn't this the same guy that was in Second Darkness? What the hell
If you've ever heard of him, then yes, this is a very similar man. It could be a brother, but maybe it is the same.
Maybe. All right.
Jeez.
Well, I am looking for magic items.
He asks you what you're looking for.
Well, I tell him that I'm looking for that I am specifically looking for a wand of magic missile, but higher powered than like your standard fare. I fight very dangerous foes.
A wand to harass your foes at range.
Essentially, yes.
A specific kind of request, but Marcus has everything.
Oh,
You may find that
sense
you
motive.
see something you didn't know you need.
Oh boy. Maybe. Sense motive. I have no idea what to expect. All right. Well, Perhaps you might be right. You never know what
What?
you might. You never know what you might encounter out in the battlefield.
Especially if that battlefield happens to be freaking Pandora or Sanctuary.
Alright, let's see. We have
Does he have the dark vision goggles?
no, those are a very popular item, but they're out of stock.
Oh, of course.
He hands you well, he doesn't hand you, but he shows you an item. And he says, yes, I think perhaps you would enjoy this item. It's not
Alright.
exactly a wand of magic missiles, but it is a wand that does shoot projectiles. The problem is that it shoots too many.
I'm not sure I follow.
He says that this
I never
wand,
shoot a wand. It's
and
something
it's a red and golden wand,
Alright.
and he tells you that the previous owner says that it is enchanted as more of an entertainment device, where you see it's supposed to shoot fireworks.
Okay. But I'm sure that there.
But while it looks nice on the outside, the magical craftsmanship was shoddy. And you see this fires many of its fireworks and charges at the same time. An unpredictable but large number of. This one only has 38 charges left. But I've been told that this thing can shoot as many or more than 8 fireworks within a single casting, but it's unstable.
Does this work like Snapdragon fireworks, basically?
It works like Snapdragon fireworks, but
They
when
fire
you
at the same time.
fire it, you roll a 1d12, and that's how many charges and fireworks shoot in one cast.
Oh jeez.
I mean, that's potentially better than a wand of magic missile, but alright, how much do you want for it?
He says that while it is missing some charges, it does have a potential for quite a bit of entertainment and destruction. And he says that he'll sell it to you for 500 gold pieces.
That seems like a steal. I'll take that.
He says one more thing. It might explode when you use it.
It might explode in your face, yeah. You know.
He says it's almost negligible. It will probably never.
Yeah, sure. I'll probably take precautionary measures just the same. But yeah, I'll buy that. 500 gold seems reasonable.
He says it also like just in case you happen to experience a colorful, explosive melody, might I offer you a decanter of endless?
Decanter of endless water.
No, we've already had like several of those.
I happen to know someone who is practically a living decanter of endless water. I think I'm okay.
Truth.
It's not clean water,
Ew.
but it does produce an endless amount of water, which is still just as good for putting out fire.
That's gross.
That sounds less appealing than just a regular one, honestly.
And will that be all today? He even puts it in like a little bag for you.
Oh wait.
I mean, do you have anything else interesting? I don't know. Perhaps there's something you have that
Oh,
I didn't know
I
I wanted.
have so many things that will interest. But as he goes to like go play something, there's like you hear a magical alarm go off, and then everyone is like rushing to finalize their sales. And he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's this. This isn't particularly one of my favorite locations, but it seems that we have to keep things hush hush here. So please come visit again. We have to make sure that no one is snooping around here."
All right.
God.
So like there are guards going around, yeah, hurrying and rushing people to finish up their business. And you get guided out of the facility. And Marcus waves and says, "Anytime, come back."
All right.
Goddamn Marcus Kincaid.
Well, I got
Ugh.
some janky fireworks wand. This isn't quite what I was looking for, but oh well.
You couldn't say
It was
no.
It was way cheaper though than a
Yeah.
wand of magic would have been.
Oh,
But I guess I'll have to keep looking for one of those.
so I
but
guess
we
it didn't
know
come with
that's
a warranty then, huh?
Oh, of course
probably
not. All sales are final.
Yeah.
All right. So I assume everybody goes back to the shipwreck. Jane is just busy cleaning her armor and her gun.
Yeah. Go ahead back.
Okay.
Gus probably would have headed back a while ago.
All right. You all meet back up.
I guess I'll just add this as a custom wand, and then
Yes,
I'll just have
this
to-
is very much a custom item.
yeah, I don't have to have a note somewhere that says what that is. But I mean, you have the rules for it written down anyway. I actually don't even like. You'll have to do that because I don't even know the full rules on it.
Oh, sure.
But yeah,
Now I wanna
Yes.
go and play
Any time
Borderlands.
I can squeeze my discount magic item shop. Oh,
yeah. Let's see.
So I
38
just
charges
imagine it's like
on it.
I've got fresh ones for sale.
these are all kinds of sorts of magic items. Some of them are, cursed and don't work correctly, but they do things.
This seems like it's actually not too bad. Like if you fire off multiple fireworks at once, it's
Yeah, that's potentially 12d4 points of fire damage.
yeah. Like it's reasonably comparable to what I was looking for, but
As long as they all don't go off in your face.
yeah.
Yeah, Marcus has sold them a few magical, unique items in different campaigns and
Marcus is what's that merchant in one of those old games that's like in every freaking town?
Marcus is
Beetle.
literally a character straight out of the game Borderlands.
No.
that's where I got like the inspiration for him. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm treating him as he is a discount magic items merchant. He procures his items that are either cursed or broken, and he sells them at a. And you might find him anywhere. He has his connections.
That is great, though.
Yep. This time you found him at a black market place in whatchamacallit. Last time he was in, what was it called? Riddleport?
Yeah, it was Riddleport.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's where I last
really?
saw him.
Any place that has underground dealing.
He's the one we bought visions of dark or goggles of dark vision. Like we were trying to get dark vision goggles, instead we got goggles that let you see people that have dark vision. You can't see anything else. You just see people with dark vision.
That's great.
But it actually ended up being sort of useful. We used it to see like a weird invisible demon thing that in like a cave once, and we also used it to try to like when there was the like drow spies. We used it to try to like root out who the drow spy was. Be like, we'll just bring him into a dark room and put on the dark vision goggles, and if they have dark vision, then they're a drow probably, not a
That's
regular
great.
elf. Other than that, they were basically useless because you couldn't wear them, and like if you wore them, you couldn't see anything else. You were basically blind.
I'm back, by the way.
All right, welcome back. I was just saying that everybody rendezvous with each other, and a few hours have passed while you guys all do your own things and have your little role play experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's
Do you
great. Yeah.
guys just wait until dinner time?
I will.
Okay. You do that, and you make your way towards the Hyena Princess's home. Well, one of her homes. She has many. The rumors say that she has as many homes as she has enemies. You arrive at the gate. They let you in, and you are attended by some slaves. They offered to take your heavy pieces of clothing like cloaks and hats and such.
Gus just is conflicted and is unsure if he wants to accept that, just because then they'll actually continue having you know he's conflicted because he's not sure if he wants to promote the situation or not. It's like, well, if I don't accept, then there's a potential chance they could be beaten.
They do say that Our Lady Najano insists that you unburden yourselves with heavy clothing. She wants you to enjoy your.
I'm not really wearing heavy clothing, so okay.
He'll put his he'll go ahead and hand his
I kind of check what do
nice jacket.
They particularly look at like your armor and such, and they are recommending that you take off your armor.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Okay, they'll take your.
I mean, I'm just wearing light
Armor.
armor, so I'd be able to take it off pretty easily, I guess.
Gus just puts it in his bag, but hands over the coat.
Okay, they take your coat.
Cormac's,
What about
Cormac's really, really trying to think if he's gonna take off his full plate.
I mean, it might take
Jane,
some time, but I'll help if you need it.
Jane takes off her Lemelar armor and hands
It's
it
a
to them.
party. We're gonna loosen up. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like the time where something's gonna happen, though.
Yeah, that's
Just
where
setting
it's.
up, man.
Yeah, it
Set
is.
you up.
He'll take off his full plate.
What do I got again?
Okay.
Mine's technically a
It takes a
breastplate.
few slaves to handle the full plate.
That's right.
It's heavy.
I do wear medium armor because I'm a dwarf, so I don't give a shit. It doesn't slow me down any. But yeah, I'll take off the medium armor, but I'll hold on to it. I'll put it in my handy haversack. I'll like decline. I'll be like, I'd prefer to hold on to it myself. Thank you. Yeah, I guess actually Cormac would have to have help getting his armor on and off because
it's full plate.
Yeah, like a medium armor you can do by yourself, but a heavy armor you have to have like help with.
Okay, so yeah, they take your heavy clothing or your armor for you. They don't seem to ask for your weapon.
It's just as well. I don't think I would hand them over.
All right, and after that, you are led towards the dining hall, and it is a lavish one, high ceiling, not doorways, but like entryways that like look out onto a balcony that looks out into the multiple long, what do they call them, tapestries, stuff that hang from the walls over it, and silk. And there is a long table set, and at the head of the table is your generous hostess, the lady Nij. And
Is Dahab
also,
there?
Dahab is not there, but
Okay.
Kisetz is, and so is Hakur, the
Oh yeah, cassettes.
the little halfling.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the halfling, but
The monkey is not
pretty
present, but his black hood is down, and you can see his face. And he is just smiling. Kisetz is
no,
a formal frown.
Cassettes probably has her armor on, huh?
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Okay,
But she has her
never mind.
weapons.
Sure. Dang, I should have prepared mage armor today. I could have just been like, I have force armor now. Screw you.
But Najano welcomes you, and she insists that you all sit.
Actually, I don't even know if I have mage armor like in my spell book. Yeah, I definitely don't. I thank her for this generous dinner.
Indeed. Thank you all. Oh, thank you for hosting us and providing a wonderful dinner here.
She thanks both of you for your kind words and says that she has procured the finest cooks as her slaves in the kitchen. I think you'll find what they cook up for us more than worth the gold I paid.
I'm excited. I'm kind of hungry.
And she doesn't. Nobody asks for what you'd like to eat. It is simply brought to you. And the food actually looks pretty good. It's not like a normal Knoll kind of cuisine.
It's not like the dinner scene from Indiana Jones, whichever. With like, fucking which movie? Which one was that? Might have been
Not
the
from
third
Temple,
one.
right?
I was thinking like the dinner scene where it has all this like gross food, and it was like
I
bugs
don't
and stuff
remember
like
which
that.
one.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
no, it's not bugs or like rotten meat. This is cooked meat and breads and like oil to make sure everything is nice and wet and moist.
She paid a lot of money. I'd sure hope it was good quality.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kudu is satisfied.
If you're not satisfied, she says, just let me know and I will make sure that your criticism reaches the.
Oh, of course she will. slave owners.
No, I was thinking of the one from the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh, okay, it was from Temple of Doom. Yeah, that was bugs and not actual food.
Yeah.
Actually, what I find funny is I think of a scene from Council of Thieves that was really messed up dinner banquet
What about
thing.
the table in the frickin' the Hill Giants, the crawls?
Oh God.
I think
That
my
one room
favorite,
of just meat.
God.
my favorite dinner scenes is the Dark Crystal.
Oh yeah,
It's just so good.
that's a good thing. The Jim Henson movies are wonderful.
Well, we watched Labyrinth the
Yeah.
other day.
Yeah, Labyrinth. It was good to see that again.
Yeah,
It's one of those
that was
movies
fun.
I'll watch with people like almost all the time.
I know this is off topic,
Yeah, it was fun
but
watching that with you.
I started watching The Dark Crystal on Netflix, and I was really upset after the first scene and closed it because the puppetry, like they don't know how to do puppets. It's like a lost art or something. It's I don't know. It was upsetting to watch it, honestly.
All right. Well, as you eat, uh, the Jano doesn't really eat a whole lot. She is very sparing with her bites, but she does thank you for rescuing Dahab. That it was such a load off of her mind that his safety was no longer impeding her ability to think about your question.
Well, it's good to hear.
Gus is eating lightly. Just kind of, he'll get kind of distracted and just focus on any conversations that are going on.
And she says, before I tell you what you want to know, remind me again what your interest in what your interest is in this again.
To save the world.
We're looking for a man named Hasselton Lowes, who I believe was associated with Biting Lash. Of magical divination means that have allowed us to glean this information.
And she says, this is something I would like to know as well. So, if Biting Lash is the one that you want to find and ask yourself, I would suggest that you look. Towards Blossoming Thorn.
Is that the person or a place?
Najano says that it is both. It is both a fortress and a home. It is home to numerous slavers. And I know for a fact that large orders of slaves are directed here for pickup and although there is one that oversees the day-to-day use of Blossoming Thorn, and I believe this is the knoll that you should ask your questions. Now, granted, I don't think that you'll have much of a warm reception there. They're very paranoid about who they see,
Hmm.
and I'm afraid that not even my word will convince them that you're there to simply. It's a bit of a rivalry between us, you see.
Hmm.
Oh.
Do you know of any means that normally would provide a good word, if you will?
She says, "You don't look like the type, but I suppose if you could convince them that you're looking to do business, you might be able to talk your way in."
I assume business in the slave trade.
She nods and says, "What other business would I be speaking of?"
Well, I figured I'd make the assumption on that, but sometimes there are other forms of business that can be equally as useful. You know, arms dealers, and the like.
You might be able to get in on such an idea. However, if worse comes to worse, I'm sure that you all are skilled enough to handle yourself.
Aye.
And as I
Oh,
said, I would appreciate it if you could glean the information on what they're dealings with. This Lowell's, just something to
Sure.
keep from my records.
I'm sure that whatever it is very, very bad.
Business is business, my friend. We don't consider there to be good or bad business.
Maybe, but what Laws is trying to accomplish would be very bad for business.
it would indeed damage quite a few different types of businesses, including the slave trade.
Which is why I would like to know what their dealings were.
From what I understand, the types of businesses that would be affected would be essentially all of them. It looks like that the effects that are going to be happening are going to disturb basically every single race here. So that's why it's important to make sure we get this handled in the promptest way possible.
All right. Do you guys have any other specific questions for Najana?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. As she finishes telling you where to look, Kisets and Hakur tell her that they thank her for the dinner and that they must be going. And she simply waves a hand dismissively. And they
Yeah, we
both get up and see themselves out.
So wait, that seems kind of suspicious because I always thought they were like her servants or something. So I'm gonna roll a sense motive.
Sure.
If I can find the bouton. Not very
Cool
good.
as well.
16 probably isn't gonna give me any information. Man, I should really load.
Yeah, you can believe what you want.
Alright, well, whatever. It's probably nothing.
Yeah. You know what? Gus is the inquisitive type. He would be looking into it. He'll run a check.
All right.
Kudu doesn't have the sensibility to think about that.
Yeah. This
Okay.
is Gus's profession, so it just only makes sense that he would.
Yeah, she's just like, bye. Great food. Nom nom nom.
They have both been pretty quiet this whole time with the dinner. Whenever like it comes around to like you guys talking about your experience in doing something, or when Nijano gives you like a slight bit of praise, there is like a face of disgust from Kisset's, but Hakor is just all smiles the whole time. And Cassette's is mostly the one who is still glaring at Cormac whenever she can. Her eyes are more on him than the plate and the food.
Yeah, that's right. She doesn't like Cormac.
Cormac does that like cheesy, like grin as he like notices her staring at her, or staring at him, and pretty much that's all he does.
Yeah, and it probably makes her even more annoyed.
Exactly.
She does, and she stabs like her cooked meat very very threateningly.
Oh
And that's
my.
just like making it even more interested. I can picture Cormac as Tormund from Game of Thrones.
The Tormund look, yeah. Okay, so what Gus is sensing as they get up, you do think it's kind of suspicious. That you don't think that Kissette's excused them simply because you don't think they excuse themselves because they're simply done with dinner. It seems like there's something in their body language that tells you that yes, they're doing this with purpose.
To which with purpose. And this is this is for both of them to be to excuse themselves from the table, from the dinner.
Yes.
Okay. You know what?
But you also sense that Nijano doesn't really seem to care or mind.
Maybe they're spies.
Is Gus able to call upon his mind eye without really raising attention?
Is it a supernatural or spell-like ability?
Checking. One moment. No, it's spell-like. Okay.
So that means you can cast it without verbal or somatic components, but there is still something that goes on. If there was some reasonable distraction, you're sure you could perform it without anybody noticing.
Just excuse
the
yourself to the bathroom. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I want to hit. Oh, yeah. Trying to figure out if there's a certain way I want to handle that.
You could give me a bluff check.
You know what? Yeah, he'll do a bluff check. Then never mind. No, he won't.
No?
Nope, he won't. He is not. That is not his forte. He is not all about deception. He looks over to who is there anyone that's specifically looking at Gus?
I mean, not specifically, but I mean, Najano does look at you guys, your whole party, as she like addresses you and talks to you and dines with you. There are slaves, like attendants. None of them seem to be guards, but there are there are lightly but fair dressed slaves that are just there waiting on Najano and you guys.
All right. Gus will raise an eyebrow at the over the situation, and then is he sitting next to anyone in the party?
I assume so. It's your choice.
Then Gus will basically tap with his foot to whoever is on his left, and then which you can make a call on who you want to be on the left of Gus.
Who do you want it to be?
I don't have a preference.
You can roll a D3.
Yep,
Or
or
something like that.
unless there's any volunteers.
I will.
Kudu, Cormac, Finger.
I'll roll D3 if no one wants to make that call. Rolling D3. Okay.
Okay, sure. We'll have Cormac be 1, Fingrim be 2, and Kudu be 3. Okay, so you tap Fingrim's foot.
Yep, and then how does Fingrim respond?
He looks at Gus, I guess.
And then Gus will do a slight motion to. He'll do a slight motion with kind of a slight nod, while focusing his eyes on the two that were getting up and about to leave.
Like indicating that you think something's off, I guess.
Yeah, and so just more of a something's up, be ready type of idea.
Okay.
Since I need to pick up some sort of detect thoughts or some sort of telepathy. It makes things so much easier. Or even a message would be useful.
Yeah. I was checking to see if I have that prepared, but I don't.
Yeah. I don't have it in my list. I think that one is actually
Well, message is like not like telepathy. It's actually like a transmutation. Like you whisper the words and like I think it might be transmutation at least.
I think it is transmutation, which is why I wouldn't have it, because I don't have that as a focus.
Yeah, as an implement.
Yeah. I thought about taking it though.
And then I'll kind of do something similar to the person next to me, I guess, if there's someone sitting on next to me.
Yeah, it's probably Cormac. Cormac will nod. Cormac's pretty much ready for anything. Like he already knows, like we're in enemy territory, type of thing. So, and he's without his armor. Whenever he's without his armor, he's always jumpy.
He's like super
Where's
tense.
Jane anyway?
Yeah.
In all of this.
She's sitting somewhere nearby, you guys. She could be on your right if you want.
All right. Okay.
Kudu and Drench are sitting nearby. Drench might actually be in like a basin or something. Maybe they've like provided the water elemental with like several cups or something that he can like siphon liquid from.
Because he doesn't like eat or sleep.
Right. But he can surely taste
Maybe.
like a fluid.
Yeah, probably a fluid.
Like different wines and like broth there for
the alcoholic water elemental.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gus is kind of limited on what he's able to do, and so I guess what he will do is he will stay.
Done with dinner already?
to them.
Mm-hmm.
Such fine food should not, maybe perhaps not go to waste, but that is your decision, of course.
And just kind of waits to hear or to see how they react or if they react.
The halfling chuckles. That's his only audio response. Meanwhile, Cassette's, she takes her eyes and looks at you.
And,
she says that
go for it. Yeah.
and she says we are merely the princess's bodyguards, but she is in no danger. We can see that. This dinner's for you. Savor it and enjoy it.
Gus gives a smile and a humble nod and says,
Much appreciated. Well,
And she gives a
then-
forced smile.
okay. And Gus just gives a simple nod at that point.
Map disappeared.
Okay. And with I'm gonna say that the map disappeared.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh.
It didn't for me, so yeah,
That's
it might
weird.
be.
I still see like the hatching from underneath the map thingy. Anyways.
And with your
Yeah.
sense motive, I'm gonna say that you find her words to be they're just it's poor whatchamacallit. You don't find them to be genuine. That it's really just like lip service, I guess. And that you
And-
think that she's hiding her intent.
Gus nods and says,
very well. Enjoy the rest of your evening, then, and we shall enjoy our time here as guests.
and just kind of just looks to everyone just to see if everyone is in agreement or if they're actually trying to if they're seeing something is up.
Nope. I'm just going off of your intuition. I rolled pretty
And
low.
yeah, and I'm limited on what I can do without casting, so or providing any of my abilities and such. Yeah, I don't know exactly where I would go from here at this point.
Okay, well, I mean, worry not. They both leave.
Okay.
It's one of those things we could excuse ourselves, but it's also possible if we do that, and then Najano's in trouble, like in danger too. So it's, I don't know, debatable.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I feel like, I mean, maybe we should be, but I feel like you guys are overreacting on what vague information we received.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Gus will inquire.
Do you like alcohol at
that's-
all?
Who are you asking?
Najano. Because
You're
Najano's
asking if
still
she likes alcohol.
if she likes alcohol or any kind of
Do you like alcohol or any kind of hard drink? I have a bottle if you do not mind, me sharing or providing a glass and as a I don't know, as a sign of good faith or anything of that sort.
She answers back and tells you that she prefers wines over everything else.
Have you ever tried absinthe? And if you decline, I am, and I take no offense, of course. I simply am wishing to provide a courtesy to offer such. It
You're
is
gonna get the Knoll drunk.
Mostly just trying to win personal favor.
Ah.
Yeah, mostly just not necessarily get drunk or anything like that. And if still denied, then he goes. He continues to, I guess, tend to his meal. As quiet as this may end up being.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think how she would respond to this. She says that she has many fine liqueurs and spirits, and that she thanks you for offering, and that she doesn't want you to take offense, that she's going to decline your offer, that within her home for right now, you are the guests, and that you are the ones who should be receiving the food and drink.
Understood.
He'll continue to, for the moment, eat lightly.
All right. Some time has passed, and you guys are likely finishing your meals and such. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk to or ask Nijano?
I can't think of anything.
Honestly, I think the questions that we asked are probably all that we can really ask, or that we really need answers to.
Okay. Nobody else in?
No, I'm good.
No, I don't think so. Like unless I don't know, we already got like as much information as you can give us on biting lash, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much all we came for.
Yeah, so she basically told you that the place you want to look for is it's this like fortress slash like slaving compound called Blossoming, and she tells you where you can find it.
I guess
It's
does
not
it look
quite
like
within the city. It's like on the edges of it.
that spiral tower we saw? Or Gus
Yes,
saw? I don't
and
remember
she
who saw it.
tells you
Okay.
that it is a multi-tiered,
Yeah. That sounds like the right
large.
place then.
She also tells you that the top of it is open to the air, but she would not advise you to let yourself in at the top, that it is well defended. But all right, so in that case, she concludes the dinner. She thanks you for attending and says that she must be going for her milk bath.
Okay.
And she has her slave attendants guide you back out, and they give you your the clothes or armor that you gave.
All right. Well, nothing happened while we were here, at least. I'm gonna put my armor back on before we leave, though, and I'll help Cormac put his on.
Mm-hmm.
Cormac will detect magic on his armor. Make sure
You
it's-
detect magic on it.
Is it what he had before?
Does it have any extra stuff? I
Yeah.
guess.
It seems like it's what was on it before. You recognize
Okay.
the magical
No
signature.
curses add to it.
All right, he puts it
Not
on.
that you can see unless you want to give me a spell card.
Nah, he's good.
All right. What do you guys do from here? It's not that late. It's the dinner wasn't like. I would say that the dinner was at like around 5 o'clock, so there's still some daylight out. So you guys were in there for like maybe 2 hours, so it's 7, so like maybe dusk.
All right.
Where do you go?
We're probably staying. Unless we want to like leave right now to head towards this fortress thing, we probably are gonna stay here one more night, right?
Well, yeah, it is
Yeah.
evening. So tomorrow then?
Yeah, unless we're like worried that like Cassette went and told someone, attack them now. But I don't know.
Well, then they're gonna attack us now, and then we'll know then.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in that case, I'll say if we might not want to stay like where people know we're staying, you know.
Oh.
I don't
Change
know. Maybe that's
hotels?
overthinking it.
Um. Yeah, Gus is just kind of following suit with everyone for the most part. So wherever everyone else decides to go, he'll kind of go with.
I mean, this
but
tower. How long does it take to get to there? Is it like a day's travel, or is it longer?
No, not even that.
Less than that.
It's on the outskirts of the city.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're probably staying here overnight then. I don't think we're heading there right now.
A good rest would be recommended, I suppose.
Just,
I mean, unless there's a reason we should go in the middle of the night.
I don't think there is. But we could, because we slept all day and lounged around.
Yeah, we stayed up late. That's
Mm.
that's our new sleep schedule now. It's fine.
It's fine. It'll shift again sometime.
Okay, then you guys rest. Nothing happens to you overnight. Nothing bothers you,
All right, that's good.
except perhaps your own dreams.
Oh, you gotta be careful with that. Saying
Yeah.
that because we've had some weird dreams.
Yes, you have.
Gus is going to be making kind of just a he'll be kind of just holding his pendant that he has and just kind of looking at the locket piece and he'll just have this calm demeanor about him.
Mhm.
And he just goes and says,
I wonder what great adventures you're going on. I don't know what happens in the afterlife, but hopefully yours are more exciting than mine.
And he just gives a little smile, kisses the locket for good luck, and then puts it carefully away.
Okay. Then you all sleep. You all wake up. It is morning. You're in Okeno. What do you guys do?
Do we want to gather information about the? What should you call the name of that place again? I need to write that down. The
It was
tower.
told to you that it was called Blossoming Thorn.
Okay. So yeah, do we want to gather information about Blossoming Thorn before we head over there, or do we just want to like head there? I'm sure it's like anybody would know where we're at. Like, I mean, there's probably a lot of people staying here that are going there because that's like a lot of slave trade stuff done there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can find
there's
more
a-
info, or it doesn't matter to me really. But yeah, we can try finding some information out, and then like see how many what their defenses would be.
Where's this place located?
Well, maybe you guys should discuss what you're gonna do when you get there.
Like, where's this place on the map?
Oh, where's it located? It's not actually on the map. It's outside of the city,
Okay.
but it's not that far. You could get there easily within a day.
All right. Gus Wask.
Is there anything you wish me to go ahead and do some research on?
Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what we can do. Maybe an idea is to like say if one of us is a slave and we're trying to sell him. But other than that, like getting in there and trying to talk to him is gonna be hard. I almost think it might be easier just to go in guns blazing.
I mean,
Alright.
Najada
I'd
did not
rather not go
recommend
guns blazing here.
landing on
Not
the
sure where the
roof and
gun's
going
supposed
from
to
that
go.
direction. But we could totally just do that anyway.
You could.
I think I've seen one before. All right, Jane. Really? Well, only one of us has a gun anyway, so we can't go guns a-blazing.
Yeah. So Cormac is kind of putting forth that maybe we should just, go in with the intent that we're gonna have to fight our way to get our.
Well,
Uh,
it's
Jane
very
says
well
that.
what I could do.
Sorry, what was it?
Gus is just kind of thinking, or kind of speaking aloud here.
Well, if there's anything we could look into, I suppose I could go ahead and scout through the area and see what kind of fortifications we have, and then report back later. But
You
I'm
could do
not
that.
exactly. At the same time, we can go in more on a simple approach. Go with the expressing the interest of making a purchase there. I'm not exactly sure what the going rates are in this society, but I would assume that we may have enough to show proof of such purchases if needed. At the same time, the those that are going to be within is probably going to be heavily guarded. I'm probably going to see if I can scribe my way through a few things. If we're going to be resting up, taking care of various business, I can go ahead and run a few checks on what we need here and see if Lowe's is still in the area.
Jane says that, well, if this is a place where they keep lots of slaves, then I wouldn't mind going in and just freeing everybody. They're not in the city, right? So I think any kind of guards or opposition we meet are simply who's there to guard it.
You're looking to go ahead and free the slaves.
She says, I've been wanting to do that ever since I came here, but it's just so dangerous with all these gnolls walking around. Like, if we were to, like, fight anybody, we could get in some serious trouble here, but
What about the laws are as regards to freeing a slave that has been purchased? Or seeing what, because ideally, going through certain channels, we can free the slaves and release them. But
she
at the
says,
same time, that's...
I worry about trying to free a slave out in the open here in the city. I don't think it would work out so good for them, but I don't know if we could if they're not in the city when it happens, maybe there's somewhere they could go. She shrugs. She just says that I don't like all of the awful slavery here. I'm sure most of you guys, I hope you all feel the same way.
I
Well, I
do,
am
but I'm not
interested in...
on the
Go ahead.
practical level, I'm not sure letting all the slaves go would really help them in the long run.
I do worry about that myself. I do worry that freeing the slaves could bring them to a worse fate. At the same time, I don't think we have an effective means of getting any of the slaves over to a place of safety that to which they could be transported to basically a good place of sorts.
And she adds as the last bit, I know our mission is to go and find out what Lowell's is doing there, but I wouldn't object to destroying the oppressors there.
Well,
Maybe it'll just give the slaves their hope that there's more of a future than just being a slave.
I have to think upon this a bit, considering the fact that this is something that is a major decision and is a very dangerous one, if that. I'll reflect on that for a moment.
He would actually be probably casting what is that ability he has? God, there's so many abilities that he's got here. This one's gonna be similar to Augury here. I think it was Future Gaze. Okay. So Gus is going to be utilizing Future Gaze, which is done as a standard action in his case. It functions like augury, and the caster level will be the occultist level, and so his chance is going to be treated at 70% plus 12, so he's at 82%. And then you make that secret roll. We'll find out if it's a wheel or woe, or if it's going to be wheel and woe, or nothing. As far as
All right,
the
and what is your
results.
question? What was the thing that you were checking for?
I am going to be. I'm thinking of how to word the question here.
Well, yeah, like what's the
Yes.
action here that you're trying to see is if it would be good or bad?
If basically his goal is to find out if freeing the slaves is going to be, I don't know. I'm not sure how it would, if the wording would actually
Would there be
good.
good
Saying,
consequences or bad consequences?
what kind of consequences would there be in freeing the slave, freeing of the slaves?
Okay. You perform your augury. And you receive a chiming bell as your answer, a light and soft ringing, like from like a wind chime, and you feel like that is a wheel. That there is a good consequence to you freeing slaves.
Sounds like that this would be something that would be indeed a good thing to do. Now, I suppose the next question is, we need to analyze the safeties of it. We'll need to go ahead and that's going to require a little bit of investigation at that point. Does anyone wish to assist in providing that? Otherwise, I will be heading over that way myself and basically sending my drone over to inspect the situation.
Well, I think that you guys should definitely do something along the lines of like checking things out and also talking about what your plan here is. But since it's 9:30, I am going to wrap things up and give you your experience for defeating the Paraka and for freeing. I think we
Okay.
might get to Blossoming Thorn next week.
Yeah, we'll probably do a little bit of gather information, I think, before we head over there. I'm kind of just out of it now, but as I got to 9:30, I kind of just hit like a wall, I think. So,
Yeah, I was just trying to sit and think of stuff that we could do.
Because we're definitely not going to do Blossoming Thorn with like this much time.
especially if we're gonna go in and fight everything.
There's a chance that you guys don't.
Yeah.
There's really only one thing you need from this place, and that's what was the dealing with Lols and where is he?
Where's he going next?
Yeah, where's he going?
We could just go in there with greater invisibility and try to sneak our way in.
I'll talk our way through it.
Or yeah, talk your way through it. There's actually lots of avenues you could take with this. You could even use divination to somehow get the answer
without even going in there potentially. Yeah. Depending on how you do it, I could dimension Doris into it too, but like possibly, I don't know. They might have like defenses for it, but I feel like they probably don't have like enough to like keep you out of an entire building like that. Like this doesn't seem like a.
Well, I think if you guys take a look at the place next week, you'll have a better idea of how you want to tackle.
Yeah.
Because, like, for for people who I would say aren't as powerful and coordinated as you guys, like this is like a fortress. Assaulting it would be a very dumb. But you guys are really strong. You guys are 12th level characters. And you guys are getting closer to 13, which I want you to end this book at.
We're still like 80,000 points away from that, so
There's a lot of experience in
yeah.
Blossoming Thorn. But yeah, anyway, I think we're gonna conclude here for tonight. Good job
That'll work.
in rescuing the. I'm glad that you guys just went and defeated the div rather than chancing the whatchamacallit, trying to meet
Oh, do the
with
meeting.
the thing. Yeah. There's a much riskier chance that you don't get to hobble.
Yeah, no, I felt like being proactive about that was definitely the better way to go.
Yeah, finding out where he's being held and just going there and kicking the butt is probably the best way. Getting him, yeah, and just kicking the Paracas.